Hello guys, sorry for the awkward lighting, but today I will be showing you how I create my paint for my squishies. And I know some people use acrylic paint to make their squishies, or they would use puffy paint, but I use neither. I use a mix of both of them. And the reason why I don't use acrylic or just puffy paint is because acrylic paint is too soft and it sometimes cracks off my squishies. Puffy paint is a little bit too hard on the other hand, and I don't really like that, you know, shiny feeling on squishies. So I decided to make my own mixture of paint, and I will be showing you how I make that today. So here's just an example. This is just a plain pancake squishy that I made out of just acrylic paint. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell, but in the inside right here, the paint is kind of fading out because it's acrylic, and then on the sides it's kind of cracking, like right here, and it just looks very blotchy, and it's not squishy at all. But this squishy you guys have seen before. It's my strawberry waffle dipped in a chocolate. This one I made with my kind of new mixture or new formula of paint, and this one is super squishy. As you can see, it creates the perfect texture. It's not too dry and crackly, but it's not too shiny, so I love it. So without further ado, let's get started. To start off, I use a tiny airtight container to put the new paint in. I also use these containers. Since I use a lot of tan paint, I just use the bigger container. Make sure the container that you use is airtight because you don't want your paint to be drying out. Okay, so my little kind of formula for the paint is 2 parts puffy paint plus 1 part acrylic paint of your choice. For the puffy paint, I will be using this Tulip Slick in white, and for the acrylic paint, I will be using the brown top color. So just squirt some in there. Then I will take my brown paint, just a little bit. Okay, then just mix it together. If you're trying to make a color like pink, so for example, if I'm making pink, then I would use white puffy paint with a little bit of red to make, you know, pink shade. But, you know, adjust it to your liking, add a little more acrylic paint or a little bit more puffy paint if you want, but you still want that perfect kind of puffy paint slash acrylic paint consistency. So to test if you have the perfect consistency, so you take your chopstick or whatever utensil that you're using, so take it and just poke it into the paint, then pull it up, and if it creates a kind of like a little peak on the chopstick, then you're good. So as you can see, my peak is kind of rounded. If you use the paint that we just made, this is how it will turn out. So it won't have that hard outer shell that puffy paint gives you, but it also doesn't have that cracking kind of dry feeling that acrylic paint gives you. So this is like a perfect in-between kind of texture. It is still very soft though, and super squishy. Can you see that? As you can tell, I really like this squishy because of that perfect texture. So I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial on how I make the paint for my squishies. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye!